Hi everybody, CohhCarnage here with another thoughts video, this time on Yakuza Like a Dragon. Yakuza Like a Dragon is the 8th kind of main Yakuza game, starting from 0. For those wondering, I'll go ahead and say this now. If you are wanting to play through the franchise, 0, Kiwami 1, Kiwami 2, 3, 4, 5 Remaster, and then 6. You can find a lot of those in the PS Store. Also, many of them available on Game Pass right now, but you can also find 0, 1, and 2 on PC, and the rest are on PS4 for now. Yakuza Like a Dragon is my favorite Yakuza game. I had a phenomenal time in this game, and I hope you do too. I do not want to get too much into the story or characters or anything like that, because I think if you play it, that it's worth experiencing it all for yourself. The only thing I'll say is, for me, it definitely surpassed expectations, and I really enjoyed it. The big thing to keep in mind going into this game is if you do end up playing the others, which I do recommend, by the way, is that it is a large departure from what has made Yakuza games in the past. Yakuza games are generally known for kind of action-y combat, upgrading your character with heat moves and combo moves, many times different modes, and that kind of leads to a very action feel as you're moving through a very cutscene / story-heavy experience. Yakuza 7, or Yakuza Like a Dragon, kind of turns that on its head. It is more of a JRPG system. You have a party of people that can be a variety of different jobs, think classes. You also have a full list of gear and equipment similar to RPGs. There's skills to level. There are hotkeys and turn-based combat similar to a JRPG. No more action kind of button spamming in that regard. Although there is kind of hotkey quick time events for giving moves extra power. But really, at the end of the day, it is a Yakuza game at heart. There's tons of mini games, tons of side stories, a lot of excellent characters, some phenomenal music, and some scenes that really will not only make you think, but in some cases tug at your heartstrings, make you laugh, and all sorts of fun things. Also, I like to mention that this game does a lot more party development. Because you're not playing kind of a stoic single character, you do all sorts of things in the game that really kind of accentuate the connections you're making within your party, which for me, I really enjoyed as somebody who kind of likes lore, characters, and stories in games like this. The game is available in both Japanese with English subtitles or English voice acting. I played this game entirely in English, and I was extremely impressed with the English voice acting. Not only is the cast top-notch, but the actual performances are excellent as well. And it's also important to note, the lip syncing is most of the time spot on, which is really good and really helps for the immersive elements of the entire thing. But yeah, the voice acting was great in English. I've also heard great things about the Japanese version, though. So if you do want to play the game in its kind of original form, Japanese is also a fantastic option as well. In terms of problems, the only little problems I had were some of the button timing were off, and for some reason during my playthrough, karaoke was always about an eighth to a quarter of a beat off. As somebody who loves karaoke in these games, that was a little bit frustrating, but at the end of the day, with everything that I've experienced in this game, that is a pretty small thing in comparison. I do hope that Ryuk Agotoku down the road releases some patches and maybe gets that fixed up, but you know what, if they don't, it's still my favorite Yakuza game. So anyway, on that note, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up now. Normally, I'd probably talk a little bit more about the story and characters and such, but this one is pretty special, and I'd love for you to experience it all on your own. So I hope you enjoyed this thoughts video. If you do end up playing it, let me know what you think about it. And on that note, see you next time. Bye-bye. Scene. Wait! Not scene. Also important to mention, not only is the game pretty long, clocking in at about 60 plus hours, but also there is a ton of side content and post-game content with a New Game Plus mode. So if that is something that is going to influence your decision on if you want to pick this up, be sure to check that out. And now goodbye for real.